Hi, I'm George Franklin, and I'm here to tell you a story. When I was 18 years old, I came down with kidney disease. It was very sudden and unexpected and unknown until I got really sick. I was on hemodialysis for 3 years in Washington, D.C., and from there I was given a deceased donor kidney transplant at the age of 21. Last week, I celebrated my 45th anniversary of that kidney transplant. And I am very grateful for my deceased donor and her family for giving me this great gift of life. It was a very difficult time being on dialysis, though. It was 9 or 10 surgeries in that 3-year period, I believe. At 18 years old, I started hemodialysis right after high school graduation. Went to high school in Washington, D.C. I was on hemodialysis for 3 years. It was a traumatic experience for the average 18-year-old. I dialyzed until I was 21 years old, and then, as we say, I got the call. The call in that time actually was a page because we all had beepers. They beeped me. I was in Baltimore at the time, and I had to rush back to D.C. There had been a snowstorm the night before, so there was snow all over Baltimore-Washington Parkway, and my car naturally slid off the road. I remember someone stopping to help me get my car back on the road, but that's all I remember, and then the drive into George Washington University Medical Center in Washington, D.C. It was there that my surgeon convinced me that this kidney was my kidney. And as of last week, it was 45 years, and so he told the truth. So I've celebrated 45 years of no dialysis, of living life and enjoying life with this deceased donor kidney that came from the great state of Tennessee. Since my transplant, I've worked many years, many decades. I am retired now, but in that 45-year period, I had a son, I've got grandchildren, I've traveled the planet, so to speak. I've attended 11 national transplant games, winning gold, silver, and bronze medals, swimming and bowling. I have been very fortunate in this life that God has blessed me with. Currently, I am the longest surviving African American in the nation with a deceased donor kidney transplant. And that's a humbling statistic in so many different ways. So I've been very fortunate, very blessed to have had my deceased donor kidney for these 45 years. I don't know if you can see my jersey, but 45 years is what this number indicates. This club is a group of long-term recipients. We have many on Team Maryland that are in this club, but this means that this is how long I've actually lived with my transplant. I'm the founder and the president and co-founder of the club, and even that is a fortunate blessing, I consider. I've never been able to meet my donor family. Back in 1975, records were kept differently, they were shared differently. There were no OPOs. I think there were 1 or 2 in the nation, but that was it. But it's something I would love to do. I would love to meet my donor family and to say to them, thank you. I'd probably give them all my medals. I know my family would like to thank them for my life, because being on dialysis for 48 or 49 or 50 years, there are only a handful of people in the nation that have been on dialysis that long. I know 1 or 2, but I'm still healthy. I'm still able to walk and run and jump, swim and bowl. I'm very fortunate. But I'd like to thank everyone that signed up to be an organ donor. Thank you so very much, because this could be what you could do. Keep someone alive for 45 years. Being able to see their children and their grandchildren and their mom and their grandmother age and so forth. That's what organ donation is about, the gift of life.